calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. This defense for the Bills, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now Purdy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Back deep is Micah Hyde. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. The Bills had 8-3 now, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It's caught inside the 25. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, tight.
Now Allen. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt, and that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Throwing here, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Bills are going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage. Charles, he elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here. Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On play action, Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. And the Niners will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
the 34-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, 49ers.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Purdy will set up to throw it here. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Purdy. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They run again on first down, Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
On second down, here's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Allen. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, Allen. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just want to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Allen now looks to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen off the play fake. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Second down and 6 now. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he gets us inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
They go with the empty set there, 5 receivers into formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! Khalil Shakir. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 31. 50 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here we go on 4th down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. They will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 66 yards. And the Niners are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's 17-7.
Next to score, Bills 17, 49ers 7. Jake Moody.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. 2nd and 9.
Alert!
Now Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Down the left sideline. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown Bills. Stephon Diggs with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Pass on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Purdy. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Bills are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Second and 10. Allen running the option to the left. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
First target, first catch at a 1st down.
1st down, 49ers.
Purdy looking to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do this?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Nick Bosa getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Flushed out right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there at 22.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. So the false start will back them up 5. Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, 27 yards. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down. Mitch Wisnowski in 140.
Well, this was a very close ball game.